Hey everyone, in this brief video, I'm going to highlight two red flags for Boeing stock investors to be cautious about going forward. Now, let's start with the first red flag, which is quality escape issue, quality control issues. So let's get into this detail. So the question came from an analyst asking Boeing management, the quality slip escape at Spirit sounds like it's been going on for several years. So the natural question comes at why did it take so long to discover? And so the CEO of Boeing jumps in to answer this question, saying, it's not only a defect, but it's in the app section of our airplane and it's very difficult to visibly access. So reminding everyone that it's not a there is no safety implication. The margins in our design provide for significantly greater safety protection. But this one in particular, it's very, very difficult, no matter how many people you have in the field, to detect this kind of safety issue, to detect this kind of quality issue. So the good news is that we've been through the identifying of the issue, and there's no doubt that these are over time becoming more manageable. Although for investors and for the public, it seems that every year or two, Boeing has one issue or another with the compliance, the safety, the quality of the production of their planes. And this is, something that I feel may linger with Boeing because of the nature of its business. The reason being that it's got so many years of sales locked in, so many years of orders locked in, that it becomes tempting to rush through production, to get through it quickly, to get faster, to find efficiencies, to become quicker. And these types of focusing on efficiencies and getting faster, can lead to issues like this quality control issue that came up and other issues that might come up in the future because you're trying to rush through orders because you've already got the sale locked in and all you got to do is manufacture the product and deliver it and you lock in that millions and millions of dollars in sales. So this is one red flag for Boeing stock investors to look out for. The second red flag for Boeing stock investors to look out for is profit margins. So profit margins have been constrained and in fact they were negative in its most recent quarter, and this is looking at the BCA margins specifically, BCA meaning Boeing's commercial airline segment. It's also got a defense segment and another segment as well, but we'll look at in this section the red flag is in the commercial airline segment. So management saying that profit margins were negative and the margins will be volatile for this year and next year as we do a couple of big things. So profit margins are not likely to hit that desired level at least until 2025. So certainly a red flag for investors to look out for. So first, the company needs to liquidate its 737 and 787 inventory as they shut down those shadow factories, and then they can prepare to ramp up rates for the 787 and the 777. So the second quarter will also be negative. The first quarter was negative profit margins. The second quarter will also be negative, so another quarter of negative profit margins. But thankfully, in the back half of the year, management thinks margins will improve. And by the time they get to year 2025 and 2026, they see a path to get the commercial airline segment back to double-digit margins that Boeing stock investors have become so used to over its decades of performance. So we've got a lot of work to do, but we know what we got to do. We just need to execute, and that's the issue with Boeing. That's what I've been talking about with Boeing is execution is the key. Sales are already locked in. The company has a backlog of nearly 400 plane orders. So it's a matter of execution, of doing things they need to do to get those planes to the customers effectively and at a reasonable cost that leaves Boeing a reasonable profit margin. So that's the name of the game here. And right now, these are the two red flags for Boeing stock investors to look out for. That's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.